Hi, and welcome back to our ninth Zen course, Zen for Everyone. So this is the 6th class, and tonight we're going to talk about dealing with our moods and emotions as they appear during meditation. So if you've meditated for some time, I'm sure that you have experienced emotions or difficult feelings arising during meditation. It might be a memory of the past, like, why was I so stupid? Or some regret, like, why didn't I do that? If I did that, it would have been better. And then you relive this experience. Or maybe it's something you worry about quite a lot about the future. Will I have enough money to retire on, or will I make enough money to support myself and my family? These kind of things, they appear, and then they can seem to be very important and the emotions come on very strongly. So these thoughts, firstly, is the thought, then it triggers our negative emotions. So like I said, it may be fear, anxiety, regret, sadness, and so on. Then what happens is that we identify with it. We really identify with these feelings, emotions, and thoughts, and we feel that this is really happening. So we feel the impact on this in our body, for sure. You may, if it's something very, very sad that you're thinking of, then you feel very sad, and maybe you will even get tears in your eyes. Or maybe it's something which you're very afraid of, that you're very worried about or very anxious about. Then your heart may start to beat faster. You may feel very tense, because you are having this anxious experience, thinking about something which causes you anxiety. So the thing to understand is all this comes from some thought that triggers a reaction in our body. Okay, so fortunately, very fortunately, it doesn't always have to be like this. If we understand how to approach these negative moods and emotions using our practice, we can learn to manage them better. So a neuroscientist from Harvard University, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor, she's got a viral video that's been seen by millions and millions, I don't know how many million, about her experience of having a stroke and being like an observer in her own mind, how the stroke was going on. And this left her quite severely debilitated for some time until she recovered. But anyway, she discovered in the course of her research about our mind, our emotions, and everything, was that there is what she called a 90-second rule. And this 90-second rule can help us manage our emotions. So what it is this: when we get triggered by a real or an imagined threat or negative, unpleasant event, our body releases certain stress chemicals into our body, into our blood, to help us to deal with this better. This threat, imagined or real, doesn't matter actually. We treat it the same in our mind. Then these chemicals in our blood maybe helps to get our heart to beat faster because we may have to run or fight. It also increases our rate of breathing for the same reason, and it also draws blood away from our skin back into our internal organs. So this is preparing ourselves, preparing our body for some action. But the very interesting thing that she found, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor, from her research, was that this whole process, getting ready to fight and everything, lasts 90 seconds. And these chemicals stay in our blood for 90 seconds. And any reaction that continues after this 90 seconds comes from us choosing to stay in that particular mind or emotional loop. So this means that if we replay the whole thing in our head again, then this triggers another release of chemicals. So if we keep replaying this in our head, we keep triggering these release of these chemicals, and then we feel bad, continuously for a long time. But the main thing to understand is this is actually what we mentally create for ourselves. So we can train ourselves to moderate this response by practicing being more mindfully aware of our thoughts. So for example, she said something like this. If we're starting to feel these stress reaction, we can look at our watch. Maybe if our watch is not one of these digital ones, the analog, we can start to look at the second hand, or look at the clock that has a second hand. And then when we look at it, then what we're doing is that we're starting to observe ourselves having this, body response instead of engaging with it. And then if we keep watching the clock, then our mind is not on the negative thoughts. So then 90 seconds later, the whole thing should be gone. Okay? But if we go back to thinking about it, then we re-stimulate the loop. So, maybe somebody did something wrong to me 20 years ago, and we keep thinking about it. We can't let it go. It happens to all of us, Why did they do this? It's so unfair. And I didn't get my justice. And this keeps re-stimulating it, So then, what can we do? If we can learn to return our attention to our breath and just allow these unpleasant feelings, not engage with them, then we only have to endure it for about 90 seconds. But of course, if we go back to thinking about it, then the whole thing happens again. Okay? So there's a very famous psychologist and a survivor of the Holocaust in the Second World War, Viktor Frankl, and he said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. Okay? And in that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and freedom. So this underlines our ability to choose how we can respond to our emotions. To get caught up with them, engage with them, and keep ruminating all over and over again in our mind, or to practice mindful awareness and allow the thoughts and associated emotions to just pass by. Just pass by without engaging so much with them. Then they will just wash through. And if you continue to practice this way, you will get better at it. Then you don't get caught up so easily in whatever moods or emotions that pull you this way or that way or this way or that way, then you become more centered, more calm, and also more aware. So understanding that these thoughts and emotions are not really substantial, they are not concrete, they just come and go, then it really opens the door into understanding ourselves with and leads to a greater ease with ourselves in our lives. So that's what I'd like to share with you. And the important thing is we need to learn to practice with it. So let's practice this tonight. And if any difficult thoughts and emotions appear during this short practice, try that. Try what I just said. Just let them go. And to be able to do that more easily, you can do either counting your breath meditation, that means bringing your attention back to your breath and counting it, or if you feel you can be quite okay with just breath awareness, then that's okay also. Just bring yourself back to your breath and see for yourself how it works out. Okay, so let's try it. So adjust yourself, find a comfortable, alert, upright posture for yourself to prepare for meditation. Then close your eyes, or if you like, keep them open, but open them a little bit and gaze downwards with a soft focus, and just connect the sensation of your body sitting on the cushion or the chair. Then notice your body breathing. Where in your body do you notice it the most? Your nose, back of your throat, chest, or your belly? Wherever it is, try to bring your awareness to that area and just notice. Breathing in, you know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know that you're breathing out. And whenever you get distracted or your mind wanders off, gently bring yourself back to your breath again. And if you wish to count the breath, you can incorporate that in your practice as well. Okay, so let's practice that for the next 15 minutes or so. So, taking your time, when you're ready, start to open your eyes and bring your attention back to the room again. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your practice. How was it? If you have any questions or comments, please write it. Send me a message in the comments below and I'll try and answer it. But I hope you found this useful. And if you want to catch up on the past 5 classes, you can still find it on YouTube, our YouTube channel, or on this Facebook page, whichever you're watching right now. And you can start from the beginning. So thank you for your practice again, and stay well. Hope you have a nice end to the week, and join us again next week for another class of Zen for everyone. Take care and bye-bye.